Young Thug was sentenced to time served as part of a sweeping case that originally included dozens of defendants. The rapper, whose given name is Jeffrey Williams, was released Thursday night after more than 900 days in custody, according to jail records. He will have to serve 15 years on probation as part of the non-negotiated plea agreement. Williams entered a non-negotiated guilty plea deal Thursday related to several charges, including firearm possession and participation in criminal street gang activity, while he pleaded no contest to racketeering and leading a criminal street gang. The case marked the longest in Georgia's history.
I'm grown now, and it's just like, I'm smarter. It's more things to wrap up. I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something.
I know you're talented, and even if you choose to continue to rap, you need to try to use your influence to let kids know that that is not the way to go.
In 2022, Williams was charged alongside more than 24 others under Georgia's sprawling Racketeer-Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, known as RICO. Prosecutors accused the rapper of leading a criminal street gang that committed murder and a slew of violent crimes in Atlanta dating back a decade. Williams has denied that he was the head of a criminal enterprise.
The judge will tell them to disregard, the fact that these other individuals aren't here. They're not concerning themselves with it, this, that, and the other. But jurors are human beings, and they're going to be curious and perhaps even a little bothered. And so yeah, you can do it, but you're not going to do it well.
They argued YSL, the acronym for the artist's label Young Stoner Life Records, also stands for Young Slime Life, an Atlanta-based criminal street gang affiliated with the National Bloods gang. Prosecutors sought to prove Young Thug was the proclaimed leader of the YSL gang and was involved in crimes its members committed, including the 2015 fatal shooting of an alleged rival gang member. Young Thug had allegedly rented a car that was used by YSL members in the killing, prosecutors said. Several other defendants charged in the case, including rapper Gunna, took plea deals or had their cases severed from the trial. Young Thug had been one of 6 defendants on trial together. The rapper had been in jail since his May 2022 arrest. Williams pleaded guilty to 6 charges: 1 count of participation in criminal street gang activity, 3 counts of violating the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, 1 count of firearm possession during commission of a felony, and 1 count of possession of a machine gun. The case drew fierce criticism over prosecutors' use of rap lyrics as proof of the gang's actions and existence, a move some said was a racist violation of freedom of speech and artistic expression, and the latest instance of black art being targeted.
What the hell?
The prosecutor rebuts with rap. Oh, this really is a trial of rappers. I wonder if, when the prosecutor raps too badly, Young Thug will jump up and snatch the mic. Hey, yo, what's up? Whitaker ordered that Williams remain away from the metropolitan Atlanta area, beginning 2 days following his release from custody for the first 10 years of his probation. Williams is allowed to return to the Atlanta area for weddings, funerals, and graduations, but must leave within 48 hours of those events ending, according to Whitaker. He is required to return to the area 4 times a year for each year of his probation to host an anti-gang and anti-gun presentation, the judge said. Williams must also perform 100 hours of community service during each of his probation years and is not allowed to knowingly have any contact with members or associates of any criminal street gang, according to Whitaker. 3 co-defendants in the YSL racketeering trial have accepted plea agreements this week from the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. Rodelius Ryan, known as Lil Rod, and co-defendant Marquavius Huey, known as Quai, entered guilty pleas Wednesday to charges of violating the state's RICO Act. As part of the terms, Ryan accepted a 10-year prison sentence, which was commuted to time served. Other counts in the indictment, including armed robbery, were dropped as part of the agreement. Ryan is currently serving a life sentence for a separate murder case. The prison times will run concurrently, Whitaker said. As part of his plea deal, Huey admitted guilt to multiple counts in the indictment, including armed robbery. He was sentenced to a total of 25 years, with 9 years in custody, 9 years on probation, and 5 years suspended as part of the agreement. Qua Marvius Nichols, also known as Qua, accepted a plea deal Tuesday for count 1 of the indictment, conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. He received a negotiated sentence of 20 years with 7 years to be served in custody and the remaining years on probation. In exchange, multiple counts, including murder, were dismissed. None of the 3 individuals who entered guilty pleas will be required to testify against the remaining co-defendants, including the main target of the case, Young Thug. These idiots should focus on making music instead of forming gangs.